I'm working with what's in my pocket in my kitchen to provide a fast, easy meal on a budget. And today I'm making a cream of mushroom tilapia with crispy buttered green beans and a roasted tomato that I'm going to stuff with mashed potatoes. But before I get started, I'd like to say Happy New Year out there to everybody. Last year was a really long year for me, a really tough one, and this year I'm coming back with a whole new and improved attitude. I'm still dealing with my health issue, but I'm not going to let it stop me. So consider this the new season 2 of Home Cooking, all new and improved. And you guys can look forward to a cookbook. I'm going to start taking all my recipes and pictures and publishing a cookbook for you guys to have at home so you guys can enjoy these recipes like I do. Thank you to all my faithful viewers out there for all your support during this time. So let's get started. So I have 2 pieces of tilapia fish here, and I'm going to make a nice mushroom gravy to go with it. You could just use a can of cream of mushroom soup, or you can make a simple brown gravy out of some mushrooms and some chicken stock and flour that you have. I also had boiled some red skin potatoes here for about 20 minutes. You can boil them until you start to see the skin kind of crack, and then it's really easy to peel after you take them off of the stove. Or you could use a spoon to take the skin off. And then I have some vine ripened tomatoes here. I just cut off the top of this one and cut around the center. Used a spoon to scoop it out. I'll show you how I did that. So you just cut off the top and go all the way around the inside with a knife. Be careful not to cut all the way through the tomato. And then you scoop out the middle. Like so. There you go. Nice scooped out tomato. I'm actually going to use the inside of the tomato and mix it in with my mashed potatoes so they're nice and moist and they have a good consistency. So I'm just going to put these on a sheet pan right here. Put a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, and some parsley. Maybe a little garlic salt. And you kind of lather it up with the oil and the juices. Just like that. They're going to go in the oven until they're nice and soft and roasted. About 20 minutes. In the meantime, I can peel my potatoes and mash them up with the inside of the tomatoes and get ready to put that into the roasted tomato once it comes out of the oven. So for my fish, I'm just going to season it the same way I did my tomatoes. You don't need a lot of flavoring when it comes to a simple dish. You just want the simpleness of the flavors and the juices to come out in the dish. So really adding extra flavor is just going to be way too much and overpowering for the dish. So you don't want that. You just want simple, fresh, easy home cooking. Alright. So I put some garlic salt, some parsley, some pepper on this fish, and it looks like that. Ready to go in the oven. Let's throw that in the oven too. Bam. Got half of my dinner ready already in the oven. Now the green beans, I have a pot of water here warming up. I'm going to actually wait until the end after my tomatoes are roasted and my fish is done. The fish shouldn't take that long, probably about maybe 15 minutes. And then I'm going to shock these in the hot water. I want them to be nice and hot and crispy when they come out, when the fish is done. So I'm going to wait till the end to do the string beans. So the mushrooms, I got my pan going here, and I'm going to make the mushroom sauce. Put some butter in here. No oil. You don't want the oil to fry up the mushrooms. You want the sauce to be nice and creamy. Melt that. And throw my mushrooms in. They're not going to take that long to cook. while those are cooking, I could peel my potatoes. So what you want to do is just take a spoon and kind of peel around the skin, and the skin peels right off. It's a lot easier when they're boiled, I think, to take off the skin. Just like that, and it crumbles up. You really don't have to do much to mash them. They're ready for you. All right. See, I just scooped out the potato and there's the skin. Easy, all done. I did about 3 potatoes, small red skin potatoes, for 1 to 2 tomatoes, depending on how big the potatoes are. All right, now back to my mushrooms. Season them with some pepper and some salt. A little parsley goes a long way with mushrooms. I love the bite that they have to them. These are baby portobellos. You can use any kind of mushroom. Now, here's a tricky way to do it. You could do a little cream of mushroom sauce in there and mix it up to make it a thick gravy. Or you could add a little flour at this point. If you really want a light gravy, you can add a little flour and then some chicken stock, and it'll make your your gravy nice and thick. Okay, I just added a little bit of the cream of mushroom soup. So I'm going to let that cook together. And if you added flour instead of the soup, it's going to get thick like this too. So then what you want to do is add some chicken stock. It's going to get a nice consistency. You could also add water, but I like chicken stock for the flavor. See that? Nice gravy. Let that thicken up a little bit. So I got my gravy going, I got my fish in the oven, I got my roasted tomatoes going, and my mashed potatoes here ready to go. I'm just gonna chop this up, mix it with my mashed potatoes. These are the center of the tomatoes. And wait for my water to heat up. Throw my string beans in once everything's ready. Check back for part 2 to see how everything turned out. We'll see you in a minute. Thanks for joining in, guys. Bye.